Hi everyone, welcome back to Ginatopia. Today on Try It Tuesday, we are going to discuss the L'Oreal Infallable Pro Matte Foundation. I think I'm the last person on the universe to try this foundation, but let me tell you what I think about it. It first comes in 22 shade ranges. So the 103 I think is just a little bit dark for me, but the 102 was just a little bit light, so I decided to go ahead and go with the 103. I went ahead and put mine in an empty pump bottle because I prefer a pump to a squeeze. That was the only drawback for me, but it being in a squeeze container, it is perfect for traveling. You don't have to worry about a pump bottle getting broke. That was the only thing about the squeezy package that I found being a plus versus a pump bottle. But now some people prefer a squeeze to a pump. It's personal preference. I just like a pump bottle. That was the only downside to the packaging for me. So now I've tried this with a primer and without a primer. This side of my face is without a primer, is with a primer. This side of my face is without a primer. I didn't really see any difference because I've only had it on about 7 hours today. I do have some wearing through this area only because I have eaten and I'm a constant chin handler and a nose wiper. I'm always doing like this because I always feel like I've got cat hair up my nose, and with allergies and stuff I'm always rubbing and wiping my nose. So that is the only place that I really see any type of wear is this region right through here. And I could easily just take this little thing and drop it in my purse and just touch it up if I wanted to. It would be no problem. Other than that, the primer I've used with it this week was I used a silicone based primer, and I used the Cover FX blurring primer, and this is, I think, the perfect primer to use with this. I have large pores, and I think that these two are the perfect combination for my skin. I've had a lot of compliments on how my skin looked. I even had one of my viewers ask me what foundation I had on one day when I had it on doing a video, and she thought my skin looked absolutely beautiful, and I appreciate her noticing and commenting. And when you get a viewer noticing you have on a different foundation, you know that obviously this foundation is looking great, because I didn't think that a viewer would notice that I had on a different foundation. And so I'm thinking, wow, if a viewer notices a foundation, then this foundation must really be making a difference. And that day I did have on the Cover FX primer with it. And I'm loving the way it looks on my skin. Like I said, I've had it on several hours, and the only place I noticed any wear is right here on my chin and my nose area. And like I said, that's because I'm constantly handling my chin. I'm constantly rubbing my nose. So that is my responsibility, or my habit causing it, not the product itself. I have had it on, the most I've had it on is about 13 hours, and it lasted the whole 13 hours I had it on. So I'm very impressed with this. I know it says it has 24-hour wear. I have not tested it for 24 hours, but I think it probably would last because it is very budge-proof. Budge-proof, smudge-proof. I think it really would probably last. Now, it is for oily skin, and it would cling to your dry patches, I think, a little bit. That's the reason I think you would need to wear a moisturizer underneath this foundation if you have any dry patches. But I always put a moisturizer and a primer underneath any foundation that I put on. So I think this foundation is a fantastic foundation, and I do highly recommend it. Now, I tried it using several different application methods. I tried it using a brush, I tried it using a beauty blender, and I tried it using my fingers. I don't particularly like using it with a brush because I felt like I didn't get a really smooth coverage. I felt like when I used the beauty blender, I got a sheer coverage. It says that it's a medium coverage. I felt like the beauty blender sheared it out, and I felt like I got a best coverage using my fingers. So let me wipe this off and let me show you what I am talking about. I'm not sure you will be able to see on camera, but let me just go ahead and do this. Now normally when I take off my foundation, I use a different method than a wipe. But just for the sake, let's just do it this way. Okay. And normally I let my moisturizer dry before I put foundation on several minutes because I feel like it needs to sink into your skin. But for this, it's not going to have time. And then I love the Cover FX with it. I think it gives me, pull my camera closer, I think it gives a beautiful pore filling coverage that my skin needs since I have large pores. And I'm really loving on this Cover FX pore primer. And I just put it in my T-zone. I didn't take it off my forehead. I'm sorry. I guess I won't be putting any foundation on my forehead. The only thing I have touched up today is my lipstick. And you can see how well that Avon eyeshadow primer holds my eyeshadow. My hair is looking a little flat. Okay, I'll put one streak here. Now you need to go in pretty fast with this because it does dry pretty fast. I do think you get a fuller coverage if you use your fingers than a beauty blender. I gotta get closer to the mirror. Sorry, girls. I have to touch up my lipstick. And you can always smooth it out with a beauty blender in the end. Which I like to do with anything. But you can already see there is nothing on my beauty blender. Okay, now I'm going to go in with the beauty blender on the other side. And this is buildable. Gentle with the claws, Bella. Gentle with the claws, baby. And you can see there's foundation, so it is shearing it out when you use the beauty blender. But you can see it's flawless coverage either way, but I do get thicker coverage with my fingers than I do with the beauty blender. So I can come back in with a little bit more foundation with the beauty blender. And it is a beautiful foundation. I'm really liking on this. Is it going to replace my Revlon 24 Hour Color Stay? I'm not sure yet, but I tell you, I am really, really, really liking on this. It may. It absolutely may. I'm going to have to wear it just a little bit longer. I've been wearing it for a week, and I am very, very, very impressed. Like I said, the only thing I don't like is the packaging, because I like a pump, but I put it in one of my 24 Hour Color Stay bottles, and I'm really liking the way this looks. So let me replace my lipstick and put on my, touch up my eyeshadow or wipe that off. But I tell you, I am loving on this. Let me grab some bronzer. This is the Tarte, what is this? Park Avenue Princess. Now, where I bought this, they didn't have the full color range, so I do need to check out somewhere else where they have the full color range. The prices range from $11.97 to, I think I've seen it, $14.97. There are coupons occasionally in the paper for this, but I am going to, like I said, check out more color ranges of this. But yeah, I'm really, really liking on this. Now let me check out a blush. Ellen, honey, I wish you wouldn't scratch on Mommy's furniture. Yeah, and I'm going into the Pretty Vulgar Blush, Hush Blush. Oh, she's so nosy. She's so nosy. Yes, you're so nosy. And then I'm taking my favorite little Ipsy brush that I have ever got. It's from SL something that I can't see without my glasses. Mine is that. Into this Pure Sculpture pad that palette that I've received in one of my boxy charms, which I really like, and I'm just going to the lightest shade. Yep, my hairs are falling. Down my nose just a little bit. And loving on this foundation. I give it 2 thumbs up from Ginatopia. So the next time you're out of foundation and you need to try a foundation, I highly recommend it. You know, I decided to do it on a Try It Tuesday instead of Foundation Friday because I don't buy a lot of foundations. Foundations can get expensive, and if you don't like it, you're stuck with it. Because my Ulta Beauty is an hour away. My Sephora is an hour and a half away. So I really can't take them back. So I decided it really wasn't worth me buying a lot of foundations and trying them. So I'm only trying things that I think I'm really going to be interested in. I love that lippy. I think I didn't get it on straight. Without my glasses, I can't see. It's hard when you get old and you can't see. Of course, I've not been able to see since I was 9 years old. But anyway, so I decided Foundation Fridays probably wasn't something that I was going to be doing a lot of. So when I try a foundation, it's something that I really think I'm going to be interested in. So definitely check out the Loreal Infallable Pro Matte. I'm using it in color 103. I am really loving on this. It doesn't leave a tacky feeling on your face. It leaves a beautiful kind of a just a beautiful finish on your face. It feels just wonderful. I'm loving it. I love the way it looks. I love this foundation. So I think I'm the last person, like I said, on the face of the earth to try it. If you've not tried it, leave me a note down below. I'm recommending this, liking on this, really, really, really. So if you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and a share. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Click the little notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload a video. And please share the love, not the hate. Ginatopia is giving the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation a 2 thumbs up. Let me know what you think.